Hi, Terri Sproul here. Welcome back to another edition of the 12 Tags of Christmas. This is my tag for today. Really like this one. Most of you know I live in the woods, so this kind of really reminds me of home. So good one for There's No Place Like Home for the holidays. So let's go ahead and show you what I did. First thing I did is I die cutted this tag. It's one from Tim Holtz. And then I found a embossing folder from him that has these 4 pine trees on that I absolutely adored. But it's too big for the tag to be able to get the stamp on there also. So when I put it through the embossing machine, as you see, I made sure that I had it off so that all 4 of the trees aren't fitting in there. So that's a good tip. You don't always have to get the whole image in there, just like in stamps. So I go ahead and emboss that and ended up with just 3 of the trees and a part of that 4th tree on there. And then I wanted to color it in, and I wanted a lot of sparkle. So first thing I did was grab my US Art Quest mica colors, and this particular palette is called Stargazers. So this is the one that I was using, and I always keep a bottle of water in my craft room, and that's the easiest way I find to work with this palette. And I'm going to use this green over here, and I'm also going to use this kind of coppery up there. So as you see, I just sprayed those, and I always keep water in that center tray there, a little extra. And I'm just going to grab my paintbrush, and I want a lot of water on my paintbrush because I want this to be kind of a water color effect, so that's why I'm starting off in the center there. I'm going to grab some of that green, and I'm just going to very lightly touch the tops of those trees, because remember it's embossed, so it'll kind of grab just the top there. So I'm going to just go ahead and get that all pretty colored in. And as you know, I'm on time limit here due to Facebook. Facebook. See how much I'm on Facebook? YouTube only gives me 15 minutes to do a video, so I only got a little time. So really quickly, I colored in the green part. Then I clean off my paintbrush, and not big time. I'm just cleaning it off just a little bit, a little more water, and I'm going to grab some of that copper. And very, very lightly, I am going to just touch those stems, or trunks of the trees, I guess I should say. And really like that. Now on my original here, I used this beautiful poinsettia over here in the corner, but I don't have another poinsettia, so I'm going to show you how I did that technique with just a silk flower. Those poinsettias are also silk. So first thing I did is take this plain white silk flowers, and I will use this tip all the time. I only buy white flowers because then I can color them any way I want. Now I wanted a kind of an agey look, so I grabbed my Memory Mist Pale Ale, one of my favorite colors, as most of you know. Put it in my little box, and I sprayed that first. So I like the color, but I didn't get the sparkle that I was looking for. So I went back in to my US Art Quest colors here again, and I grabbed that copper and I just started painting the leaves of that poinsettia, or in this case, the flower. And see the difference, how it's giving me that sparkle that I'm craving, but yet still giving me that aged look that I got from the Memory Mist. So anyways, this is a really good tip. I'm not going to finish this whole flower because you all know how to paint a flower. And as you see, I'm not even doing it that fancy. Another tip, if you think your color's too strong after you're done, you can go in and kind of water it down by just spraying. That's why I use that spray bottle on there, and it'll kind of mellow it out for you. And then you're going to set that aside and let that dry. On mine, I added a button in the center. Real simple. Okay, so let's go back to the tag. I'm going to get this out of the way because it's got ink on it, and I don't want to ruin my beautiful tag. Now, the quote I used for this was, "There's no place like home for the holidays," and that's part of the plate of stamps that we are giving away in this. And I am going to use Memory Dye ink, and this is a chestnut brown. Because again, remember, I was looking for a really, you know, kind of a homey, woodsy kind of thing. So I'm inking that up really good. And then I'm going to stamp this. Again, remember, I'm doing this from the side, so if it doesn't turn out perfect, be nice to me. go. And it did turn out perfect. Yay! I love when that happens. Okay, now on the bottom of this tag, I didn't like how the trees were hanging off the bottom, or not hanging on the bottom, so I had to do something about that. Now, I grabbed some ribbon, and this is a nice fat ribbon that I really like. And Miracle Tape, see I've got memory mist in my mind, is the absolute best for adhering down your ribbon. If you haven't tried this yet, this is the best. You can get this also at Viva Las Vegas Stamps. And as you see, I made sure I had a little extra going over the sides, and I'm going to show you my tip for that. So I'm going to grab that, peel that protective layer off the top. Okay, now when I lay my ribbon down, I'm going to put a little extra on each side, because that's what I'm going to do with that extra, is I'm going to take it and I'm going to wrap it around the back. And that way I get a really nice clean look, and then I can just cut off the excess here. So I like how that gives me a really clean look on the edges instead of cutting it, so that's a nice little tip also. Now, at that point, I went and I put my poinsettia down there in the corner, and I also adhered that with my Miracle Tape, because it's a miracle, it can hold anything down. So I did that really quickly, and then it just wasn't sparkly enough for me. So I grabbed my Memory Mist Iridescent, which now Viva Las Vegas is now selling, because the team has been using it so much that he's getting requests, because it's awesome, awesome stuff. Again, grabbing my spray box, just because I try to keep my desk a little bit clean. I know, joke, joke, funny, funny, ha ha. And I simply sprayed that real quick onto that background, and that gave it just a really cool shimmer. Now you can set that aside and let it dry, or you can use your heat gun and heat it up and make it dry a little quicker. And I added a little fiber up on the top, and that tag is done. Do you love it? Make sure you leave us a comment so that you can win this set of stamps from Viva Las Vegas Stamps. And go check out what the rest of the team's doing. You're heading over to Leah's blog right now. Bye!